Hello. Good morning. My name is Raymond, and today I'm gonna present you a proposal for urban school fund in Salak South. And okay, right. In this project, there will be project 1, 2, and 3. So project 1 is about the finding the material and what is made out of Salak South. So to me, what I found in Salak South is actually they actually have have a lot of interesting like the colorful thing and full of greeneries and some of the weird and quirky architecture element. So the first picture, as you can see, there's a architecture with the 3 feet, and then yeah, it's made of steel, and then there's a toilet at the rooftop. Quirky, right? And then the people over there plant the flower, pruning the flower, and there's a lot of greenery. And then there will be like high and low, as the Salak South is a hilly side, and there's a farming, small scale of farming. Alright, moving to the next. What I also found that interesting is the grill pattern they found in the residential. Alright, next is this is the material that I found in Salak South, which is the timber, which is widely used, and you can see that there's a harsh, smooth, and a hard one. And after that, the second widely used is a brick. You can see there's a rock which is used for the retaining wall, and then there's a brick used for the wall and the floor. And then whereas the last one, which is a bit modern, Japanese Kintsugi concept. It actually means like using the gold lacquer to fix a broken pottery, yeah, as a message like to appreciate the material and not to waste it. So that's the Salak South. I saw them they don't waste the material. They just uh fix it and mix with the things. But unfortunately, what they did is a bit ugly and not neat. Yeah, it doesn't seem nice. Yeah, so some of it are look so nice, but some of it not. So what I can recommend is like using the gold lacquer to join it, or use concrete and then finish up with the gold. And then another one is a steel wire, and then tie it the broken pieces and then decorate it with the nature, as there are a lot of plants. Maybe the creeper could create it, yeah. And then after that with the concrete. And next, project 2, we are required to propose an intervention that solve the issue and bring the concept in the Salak South. So my concept is about the foodscape. So so let me explain about the issue over here. And there are lots of in the first note. What I study from the site is there are a lot of derelict and some of the abandoned house. As you can see, the yellow one and the purple one. Purple one is the abandoned house, and yellow are the derelict. And so I was like, maybe all these houses can be fixed with the Kintsugi, or it can be extract and reclaim it to build a tree house to join the zoning of each of the site. So the next intervention is I propose a pavilion. The reason behind, the issue behind this is because there are a lot of kids at the school around the Salak South. Over here there are about like 3 schools, and then at the bottom there's a 1 school, secondary big school, and then here are orphanage. So maybe I was thinking like the kids can interact with the elderly, as the Salak South is occupied by mostly are the elderly, yeah. So by bringing the intervention of the pavilion, the kids will actually play around there, as there's a forming a courtyard and a playground over there, and then the elderly will come in to look for the flower, water the flower which hang in the pavilion, and they will interact. Yeah, you will solve like bringing the youth to, so that they will understand this, the, they will appreciate the Salak soft actually. Next is the Foodscape intervention, which is my main thing for this project. So for the Foodscape, I actually propose like for all the open space and the and the open space. So as you can see, it's filled with the plants. Yeah. So what I can do is like suggest a pergola for my intervention, so that it will be like creeping throughout all here and there, and then the people will actually do the planting at the site, which is like it's kind of be like a courtyard for the residential, and then yeah they will do the planting. For what I found that the people at the Salak South actually, I mean, among the 10 houses I visit, there will be like 7 or 8 people having their own plant. Some of them actually made some vegetation planting food at the site. So I was thinking like, why not make all this channel become a landscape, at the same time it can become a food source. Yeah, that would actually also go for the head of the villager aim, which is make the Salak South more greenery. Yeah, so these are the test out model that I propose for as you can see, the test out model, I actually propose a tower structure. At first I didn't propose a tree house as I thought like the tower structure would hold for the Foodscape, but then I found that the pergola is holding enough, so I changed it to the tree house. And then okay, these are my design process development. For me, how I get the concept of this form is that because I propose the school fund, and then the school fund will be consist of the elderly, I mean, sorry, the community and the school fund, and then the food farm. Alright, so there will be like three program, three things, and then for me the ring, and then I try to join the ring based on the Chinese loop, Chinese pattern loops, which you can see the loops that Chinese that made the knobs, and then it become a Chinese pattern loop knob, and then the upper floor will be like a Foodscape that comply to my team, and then the people will go out, and as a experience as they ask for a part to work, and at the same time it actually this fill out the whole community with the people. It doesn't look like so inactive. So for my project one, I actually propose on 3 things. One is a crack wall, which is the Kintsugi. Yeah, for me the crack and the line. And then another one is a grill wall, which I propose it on the my facade as to show the pattern. And another one is the pavilion bridge, which you using the reclaimed timber. So moving into my site, as you can see, I propose a school farm because the people over there like greens, and they're also having the plantings and asking for a park. So why not like creating a hub to cater all their needs, like creating a park for them, at the same time they can having a teaching lesson and try to pull the kids. As another issue is that the parents over here are sending the kids for the tuition. Why not like sending the kids for learning the nature things and play around, learning the park and the vegetation, instead of theoretically. Yeah, we doesn't really apply much in our real life. Yeah, so with this you can see that there's a 3 intervention the pergola, and then the pavilion. The pavilion, and then the tree house linking to my buildings. From what I introduced here is I try to link with the pasar, as a lot of people gather in the pasar, and the entrance will be over here as a lot of people comes by. And then from before that, from what I actually study, here will be the neighborhood will be like over here are like the residential houses, and then here is a wet market, and then other than here is a condominium PPR block. And then at the real side is a forest, which is unused land, and the rest are the like industrial car industrial. Alright, from here the entrance, after they come to the entrance from the tree house that come from the market, they will go to the here, and then they will be greeted by the pop-out store and the running track, and then they will go into my building. Over my building there actually be zoned into field like tropical garden, and then come with the premier cultural garden, and the workshop yard. Okay, moving to the experience, let's just say the parents come. The parents come. First they'll come and greet by the reception, and then they can either go out to the rooftop or walk around to look at the kids learning, and come and then go with the courtyard, and then after that they will go to walk around the community space and the food hall space, and then here is a multi-purpose hall. Yeah, for this zone is the space that will be harvesting and the storage and process and packaging, all the managing the vegetation and food. Whereas as the opposite side is the community spaces like the library and the meeting room. And then the parent would, moving to the next, the parent could actually go out. Before going out, there are one space that I separate, because what if the school is not running during the weekend, these spaces actually will be run by the other people. The owner as a cafeteria to cater the park, as the people will walk around the park, and as a food to serve to them. And here will be the MME, as over here are the spaces that people are the much more quiet space and the private space. Okay, moving to the next. After they go out to the staircase and the lift, and then they'll be walking around, and then as you can see that on my second floor plan, I actually miss the zoning is not really zoned accordingly, because I actually tried to zone it before. As I zone it, I actually get the feeling like this space is gonna be a dead space, as you'll be outrun by the staff and the place community, the orphanage dorm, as there won't be people walking around. It becomes so quiet, and it doesn't make a rooftop garden anymore. Yeah, as nobody walk out to there, it just feel like so dead. And then here will be like a dorm to propose for the orphanage. And then here are the computer lab and the musical room, and here are the staff management, and come with the hydroponic. And then moving to the next, as you can see from the section, there's a courtyard and then another courtyard, and then walking to the rooftop, there's a greenhouse and greeted by the series of canopy umbrella. And then here's a series of canopy umbrella and a and the greenhouse. And as a front elevation, you can see that there's a hut. Yeah, it actually acts as a my architecture communication, since all my facades look pretty same. So this is like a hut which create a contrast, like people will see that, yeah, they will go to there, as that will be the front entrance actually, which they come. As a real, I didn't propose much, but just a facade for the shading, and then for the creeper to climb up. And then the left elevation, you can see the grill that I proposed, and the right is same as the rear for the creeper to climb up. This is isometric. You can see that the series of intervention that running into my architecture, and you can see the roof front, which they go from the ground to the upper front, and there'll be a series of umbrella, canopy umbrella, as a quirky architecture element. And then here is a view from the bridge, and then yeah, this is the upper land that you see through to the community center, school farm community center. This is a canopy, and then yeah, and then we have the reception, which is greeted by the courtyard, and then the learning room with the aquaponic, and then the open library with the center courtyard, and then the last one is the foyer with the aquaponic. So yeah, overall it actually looked like a series of foodscape that interconnect with one another. As you can see from the sectional perspective, the intervention run into my architecture, and in the intervention you can see that people could actually enjoy the viewing to the down and to the lower land, and there will be a running track over here. And then yeah, at the treehouse actually people could actually stay there as for a tree house, for a tea house. Yeah, it doesn't have to be just a tree house, can be a tea house at the elevated. And then after that come with my community, there will be a series of canopy, and then yeah, and then after that greet by the terrain. That's all from me. Thank you.